Hey, good afternoon. It is 4:44 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time on Tuesday, March the 10th. State investigators in New Mexico on Monday searched a 7,600-acre property that once belonged to the late convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. The search came after documents released under the Epstein Files Transparency Act showed no record of federal investigators ever searching the property known as Zoro Ranch, despite a number of years-old civil suits that accused Epstein of sexually assaulting girls there. And this happened a few days ago, but it got lost in the kickoff of the war, so I'm going to go back over it. The House Oversight and Government Reform Committee is making a new round of requests for interviews in its long-running Epstein investigation, this time targeting billionaire tech entrepreneur Bill Gates and Catherine Rumler, the former White House counsel under President Barack Obama and the exiting top lawyer at Goldman Sachs. Others being called to testify before House Oversight are Doug Band, who's co-founder of the CEO advisory firm Teneo and a former aide to Bill Clinton, Leon Black, the co-founder of Apollo Global Management and knee-deep in the Kushners and the Trumps, and Ted Waite, a former romantic partner of Epstein's convicted co-conspirator, Ghislaine Maxwell. Leslie Groff and Sarah Kellen, two of Epstein's associates, who have been identified as unindicted co-conspirators in the 2008 non-prosecution agreement with Epstein, also received letters from Comer. Senator Ron Johnson has launched an investigation into the Food and Drug Administration over the agency's recent denials of treatments for rare diseases, the Wisconsin Republican said in an interview with Bloomberg News. The FDA has rejected several drugs intended to treat rare conditions in recent months. The agency has instead advised manufacturers to launch expensive and time-consuming studies into the treatments, delaying approval by years for drugs aimed at patients with life-threatening conditions that often have no existing cure. That's according to the New York Times. Justice Department pardon attorney Ed Martin, an advocate for January 6 defendants and former head of the Trump administration's weaponization working group, is facing a formal disciplinary proceeding for alleged threats against the First Amendment rights of Georgetown law and improper communications with a judge. Four sources are also now saying that the SAVE Act will not reach the 60-vote threshold to pass by next week, when Senate Majority Leader Thune is expected to call a vote. And finally, voters head to the polls for a special election in Marjorie Taylor Greene's Georgia district. Good luck, Democrats. Fuck.